BryonWhite from Shawnee, Oklahoma originally. I live here in the city now. Play folk Americana type of music.
Why music? What?
Only thing that I could do, really. Once I started playing, I couldn't do anything else. Couldn't imagine myself doing anything else. So it's a lot of power in music, depending on how you spin it.
Where does your music come from? From experiences or?
Sometimes experiences. Sometimes I go places in my head, figure out what I think it would be like, and try to convey that. And anything really. I write a song about anything. I like story songs a lot too. It's one of my favorite. I listen to some Wilco and Jeff Tweedy. I really like those guys. Jay Bennett, Jay Farrar. The whole Chicago music scene is really great. Woody Guthrie, being from Oklahoma, you kind of got to have some Woody Guthrie influence. I grew up about 30 minutes from where Woody grew up, and yeah, ever since I got into Woody, kind of can't turn back. And which kind of takes you into Bob Dylan, which takes you into Tom Petty, which connects you to everything. So it's just great stuff.
What do you want your audience to know about you?
That I really believe everything that I do. Like it's me. It's the most basic and the most complex parts of me thrown together and spun around. And I just am so glad that people have taken to it, and that people really tend to like what I do and consistently come out. I have a lot of fans that show up for shows on a regular basis that I've gotten to know through my music, which I love. If I have made people enjoy themselves for the past hour and a half, then that is good enough for me. Mm-hmm. That's what it's at the root of it. It's always about entertainment. I mean, it's got things you want to say, and there's stuff that you want to get across. But really, I mean, if people aren't entertained, it's not doing a whole lot of good to anybody. So I think you kind of got to have enough entertainment value to keep people interested, and then you can impart your ideas, and they don't even know it. They just kind of enjoy it. So yeah. I released an album when I was 20 years old called Temperance and Control that I recorded actually just a few miles up the road from here in Gatewood. My friend Michael Trepanier is a fantastic engineer, and I've done that record with him. I put out an EP shortly after that under the name of Airfare, which was kind of a project I did for a while. We did some open tunings and real spacey kind of stuff. So we did the Airfare EP. That was me and Mike, a few other musicians, and I'm working right now with a disc with a buddy of mine named Gabriel Marshall, that plays out of Norman. We're putting together some live tracks and some studio cuts. Gonna press a disc sometime in the next couple of months. So
where can we find it?
My MySpace is usually the best place to start. I also did a live record from Stage Center, where I played a storytelling festival back in 2007 for Winter Tales, and got a really good recording out of it, some really good songs, and so I released that. Had sold quite a few of those, and kind of in the process of getting those older ones up to date, remastered, and maybe put out a few copies.
What's the favorite song that you've created? And maybe there's more than one, but what's one that sticks out to you? Maybe
right now, Fool's Gold is the one that has been I've really been taken with. It's a real personal song. Really took some kicks and took some punches to get to it, and it came to me in 15 minutes on the drive back from Kansas. But yeah, that one right now I think is probably my favorite, and it's a lot of other people's.
Is there a phrase in the song that makes it that way, or is there something?
I think it's more just the overall. To me, it's one of the simplest and most profound things I've ever written, as far as 4 chords and verse, chorus, verse, but it really came together like a really good soup. So I really am digging on that one, and Tupelo is another one of mine, the one that I started with tonight, that I really enjoy. Just things that remind me of my friends and people that I know and people that I've met along the way.